You've been good to me.
For all our being here, to our presider today, and to our esteemed pastor, Pastor Cleveland, and to my associate, Reverend Bradley, and all of the other ministers and pastors who are here, to the deacons of this church, and to the deacons of Little Welcome and other churches that are here, and to my wife, and to all of the preachers' wives, pastors' wives, and to all of you, my father's children. Really like to say good evening.
Good evening.
I say good evening.
Good evening.
It is a good evening, ain't it?
Yes.
Amen. Well, we ought to be glad and say thank you, Lord, for letting us see another evening. Amen. We didn't have to be here, but by His mercy and His grace, He has kept us alive. Let us be able to come out to the house of prayer once again. Amen.
Oh, you're right.
Ought to say thank you, Jesus. Now, we want to thank Pastor for the introduction that he has given. Amen. For we have known one another for, I don't know, quite a few years. Amen. We've been friends ever since we know one another. Amen. There hadn't been no hatred between us. Amen. All I ever know was love between us. Amen. I thank God for giving us the love that we can love one another. Amen. Amen. Now, we ain't going to be here long, but I always said just a little dab will do you. If you take that in, oh, it'll do you good. I can stay up here until 7 o'clock. If you don't take it in, it ain't going to do you no good anyway. Amen. Amen. Well, whatever the Lord said do, that's what I try my best to do. Now we're looking at the scripture here says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Come from Philippians 4 chapter 13 verse. Amen. And that is true. Amen. If God strengthens us, there ain't nothing we can't do. Amen. So we thank you for that. Amen. And we look at the theme, a church that operating in the strength of Christ. Amen. A church that operates in the strength of Christ. Amen. And no other way to get out. Amen. If you get out the strength of Christ, your church is going to fall out. Amen. So we got to remember that we got to stay in the strength of Christ. Amen. So today we want to look at 1 Peter. Amen. The 2nd chapter. And I read from beginning at the 4th verse of 1 Peter. And that would be coming from the 4th verse of 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter. If you have it, say amen. To whom cometh as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of God and precious. He also, as living stone, are built up a spiritual house, and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifice, acceptable to God by Jesus Christ.
All right.
So wherefore also it is contained in the Scripture. Behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone,
All right.
elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be conformed. Unto you, therefore, which believe, he is precious. But unto them which he disobedient, the stone which the builder disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner.
All right.
And a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they was appointed. But ye are a chosen generation,
Yeah.
a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
Yeah.
We're going to stop right there.
All right.
Just want to talk from a subject or a thought. A living building stones for God's house.
All right.
Living building stones for God's house.
All right.
We all are building stones for God's house. In order to be a living stone for God's house, we got to have Christ in our life.
Yeah.
In other words, we got to have his spirit within us.
Yeah.
For there is no way that you could build on God's house without his presence in you. Amen. So we got to understand that in order to be a builder for God's house, we got to have him first in our life. Amen. And I don't know about you, but I learned a long time ago, if I don't have Christ in my life, there ain't no work I can do for him to please him. But we got to know that we need him in order to be a builder for his house. Amen. We look at our text today, describing the church as God building. Peter draws on several Old Testament texts to his Jewish Christian readers. Amen. Peter readers would have understood, amen, the chief cornerstone to be Israel. Now Peter applied an image to Christ. Once again, Peter shown that the church, amen, does not cancel the Jewish heritage, amen, but fulfill it. Peter portrayed the church as a living temple. Amen. Christ is, amen, the foundation. And each believer is a stone. But here we see where Paul portrayed it as, amen, a body. Amen. Christ is the head. And each member is a member of the church. Amen. For example, if you look at Ephesians, amen, the 4th chapter and the 15 and 16 verse, you will find these words. but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is, amen, the head, even Christ, from whom the whole body fitly joined together, and compact by that which, amen, every joint supply, according to, amen, effective working in the measure of every part, amen, making intercess of the body, amen, unto the edifying, amen, of itself in love. Amen. We got to remember, amen, in order to work on, amen, the building of Christ, amen, we got to be joined together. Amen. We can't work by ourselves. Amen. Simply because when God called you into his life, amen, he gives you a gift. Amen. To work for him. Amen. You might not understand my gift. Amen. But you got to make sure that you know what the Lord has told you to do. Amen. But that's where so many people get all twisted up and messed up. Amen. They want to do somebody else's job. Amen. But you got to stay with your gift. Amen. You might have the gift to pray. Amen. Praise the Lord. And then you might have a gift. Amen. To sing praises to him. Amen. But whatever your gift is, amen, you got to stay with your gift. Amen. That if you, amen, try to take over somebody else's position, amen, the church will not grow. Amen. It will go to falling down. Amen. But we got to know, amen, who we are serving. Amen. We're not serving one another. Amen. We are serving the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Don't you understand today that God sits high and he looks down low? Amen. He knows all about us. Amen. I might not know nothing about you, but God knows all about us. Simply because he created us into his own image and after his likeness. Do you know God, amen, can, amen, do all things but fail? A building, loving building stone for God's house. Amen. Some Christians feel that any mistake, amen, will destroy their witness, amen, for the Lord. That's right. They see their own weakness. And they, amen, know that any non-Christian seems to have stronger character than they do. All right. Amen. How can they be new and different persons, holy and good? All right. Well, the good news is that Jesus found us into a body. All right. Into, amen, a group of individuals. Who are united, amen, in their purpose. And in their, amen, love for one another. And for Christ. Amen. If any individual stumble, amen, the rest of the group is there to pick him up. Him, amen, walk with, amen, his Lord again. If any individual sin, he can find restoration. Amen, through, amen, the church. Amen, and look at Galatians 6 and 1. Amen. Brother, if a man be overtaken in a fault, these which are spiritual, bestow such tempted.
Yeah.
Amen. Now, one should ever think, no one should ever think he or she is, amen, totally dependent.
Yes, sir.
And doesn't need help
All right.
from others.
All right.
Amen. You know we have them kind of people in this world today.
Well.
Amen. They feel like, oh, I have everything. I don't need your help. But I'm here to tell you today, you need help. Amen. From somebody. Make no difference what you have in this life. Somebody is able to give you, amen, some good correction. Amen. Somebody is able to tell you that Jesus is a way out of no way. You might have a good bank account. Amen. But you don't know nothing about the Lord. Amen. So you got to remember there's somebody have Christ in their life. Yes, and they're able to tell you all about him. Yeah, they're able to tell you that he is the truth and the life. Yeah, that no man can come to the Father not by him. Ain't God all right? I wonder, do you know today that Jesus is a way out of no way? He's a lily of the valley. I heard somebody say he's a bright and a morning star. Well, do you know he is a rose of Sharon? Ain't God all right? Talking about my Savior today. Do you know him? Have you tried him? Won't he make a way for you? Every now and then you ought to look up and say, Lord, here I am. Take me in your service and use me when you see fit. Ain't God all right? He had a power to let you do what he wants you to do. I wonder, do you know it today? Every once in a while, you ought to just go down on your knees. Say, Lord, I thank you for letting me be who I am. Lord, I thank you that you able me to be a living stone for your house. Thank you, Lord, all right. Thank you, Jesus. For you have brought us from a mighty long way. Well, thank you, Jesus. For you have brought Bayside 65 years. Thank you, Lord, all right. I don't know, but I can believe that you've been through the storm and rain. Well, you thought you wouldn't make it, but by the grace of God, you have brought you this far. Why, he won't leave you now. All you got to do is trust in him. Hold on to God's unchanging hand. Everything's gonna be all right. I do know that he won't never leave you. He won't forsake you. Ain't God all right? Every now and then, you need to tell him that God is. He is a way out of no way. Do you know he is? Brought us from the rocks of our trail up until this present time. I wonder, do you know that he is who he says? There are so many people you meet in this world say, I don't believe in no God. Well, you better change your mind. Amen. Because God, you can't hide from him. He knows your mind. He knows all about you. Ain't God all right? That's why I'm going to keep on telling them, Reverend, that the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. I wonder if you know today. Every now and then, you ought to just call on the name of Jesus. Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other hand I try my best to do what the Lord will have me to do. I might not be good as you think I am, but I know the Lord knows all about me. You can spell out my name. God knows all about it. That's the reason why I don't worry. Yeah, when you talk about me, you can talk about me as much as you please. But more you talk, I'm going down on me. Ain't God all right? Talking about Jesus. Do you know him today? Trying to get out of here now. Jesus told us, amen, to wait for him. Ain't the Lord all right? Come unto me, all the labor and the heavy labor, and I will give you rest. Do you know him? And all right, talking about Jesus, God's Son. He gave his only begotten Son. Amen. And he came down all the way through 42 generations. Do you know he did? Till he walked around on the earth for 32 long years. Went around healing the sick, raising the dead, opening the eyes of the blind. Ain't the Lord all right? Stop deaf ears. Talking about Jesus, one who have all power in the palm of his hand. Ain't he all right? Fill me, amen. They whooped him up Golgotha's hill, put a rugged cross on his shoulder. But my Lord never said a mumbling word. He kept on marching with your sin and my sin on his shoulder. Ain't the Lord all right? Amen. He got him on the cross. Amen. He stretched him wide, nailed his hand, riveted his feet, then he bit him in the side, and out came blood and water for baptism, blood for redemption. Do you know him? Have you tried him? Ain't he all right? Fill me hung down from the 6th to the 9th hour. Ain't the Lord all right? While he was hanging down, tell me the sun refused to shine. Do you know the sun could shine when God's Son was in? Do you know, amen, the moon dripped away in blood. Ain't the Lord all right? Fill me, the stars began to jump out the silver socket. Ain't God all right? But he hung there from the 6th to the 9th hour. Ain't God all right? Then he took him down off the cross and buried him in a borrowed tomb. I'm so glad that they borrowed that tomb. Are you glad? I heard my mama used to tell me, son, when you borrow something, make sure you return it. Is the Lord all right? Jesus got up out that grave, turned that tomb back up. Ain't the Lord all right? Got up with all power in heaven and earth, trusted in his hand. Ain't the Lord all right? And power to heal all manner of sickness and disease. Power, amen, to make the lame man walk. And power, do you know he had power? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Talking about Jesus, the way out of the way. Do you know he is? That's why I'm going to do my best to be a builder for his house. I'm going to tell the world that Jesus is a way out of no way. Tell them that he's bread in a starving land. Tell them that he's water in dry places. I wonder, do you know it today? I can tell you this because he has carried me through some things. Amen. When I used to work, I was down in the woods and had plenty of money in my pocket and couldn't even get to a store to buy no food. Amen. But I had his word in the truck. And I I began to read His Word. Ain't God all right? And the more I read the Word of God, my stomach got full. I said, thank you, Jesus. I know you're greater than a starving man. Oh, He's all right. The doors of the church is open. Would that be one? You come to me. Come as you are.
Anybody need him tonight? He's right there.